Well, somebody who is maybe, I don't know if he can eat cannolis or not. I don't know what he can handle eating at this point. But do you remember the guy who got French kissed by a grizzly bear, Mikey? You might that actually might have been one of your. Oh no! Oh no! Why is this not
Is it
working?
gone?
It's for some reason it's not letting me. Oh no! It's saying that it's not playable for some reason.
I think Cincy wins tonight.
Why is this not playing? What the fuck? You know what? Then I'll just play it off the web. Screw it. Hold on one second.
No, I don't remember offhand. So there was a guy that tried to French kiss a bear, and I'm guessing it didn't turn out well for him.
There was a guy who got he got attacked by a grizzly bear, and when he got attacked by the grizzly bear, the bear actually stuck its tongue in his mouth. Like,
dude, bear's tongue is like this long, bro.
It opened its mouth, stuck its tongue out, and right into the guy's mouth when it bit down on him. And then, well, it's not that funny. It ripped his jaw off after that, and he got all fucked up. But let's see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can get the volume out of here. But he has actually since he's now doing interviews. He's come out since his jaw got ripped off, and he's doing interviews talking about it. So let me make sure I have my audio set up here right on this, because sometimes it's a little wonky coming from this side. But I think I get audio from this. No.
That guy's jaw don't look too bad.
That guy looks okay. It's the other guy we got to look for. Where is this? Where is my desktop? Oh, okay. It is turned
Like
on.
replay it in your mind.
Okay. So
you were showing us some scars that have healed,
Yeah.
and like big just claw marks from the bear. You know, how often do you think about the attack? Like replay it in your mind.
No, not real often.
No.
You know, when I meet somebody that says, "Oh, you're the rare guy."
Yeah.
Yeah, then you know I recount it and it goes through my head.
Okay.
But it's
In
not
the
something
hospital, it was like
every
almost
night.
every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I almost had a point like the second or third week. I was almost PTSD.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of course.
And
It
I
was
couldn't
really
sleep.
bad.
It was just waking me up. And
Oh yeah. Are you
shut up and let him
gonna
talk.
go to therapy or something like that to kind of get through it? You feel like
I'm already through it.
you're one of those. Yeah. Yeah.
You're one of those.
Speaking
"Oh, I
of
hate this
getting through
woman."
it, when do you anticipate getting back to work?
Oh,
Tomorrow.
he's already back to work.
Are you
I already
kidding
got
me?
3 snowmobiles.
So there you go. That's there's the update on what happened to old boy who got his face eaten off essentially by a
Jesus
by a
Christ.
fucking grizzly bear. He's having a little bit of fun with it. He's actually calling himself Kissy Bear. So, a little funny. I got to give the guy a little bit of credit.
You gotta
for that.
have some humor, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
But yeah, I mean, give him credit for coming out and talking with like if this got chopped off and I had looked like that and had to have a little thing on my chest to like absorb all the spit and stuff like that.
he should put like a fake beard on that plastic jaw though, just so the colors match a little bit more.
That's not a bad idea. That's actually not. I wonder if he can do that because I think probably comes on and off. If I had to guess, it's probably magnetic on the sides.
Oh yeah, that
Maybe,
makes sense
and it
how it
clicks in.
sticks there, yeah.
Oh, so just imagine what's all like under there when you pull that off. It looks like the predator. Oh no, I feel bad for that poor guy.
Yeah,
Real
that's
quick,
horrible.
before we
But,
wrap
you know,
this up, but
Play with a bear, you fuck around and find out, you know what I'm saying?
well, they just came. He was well, I'll be honest with you. I don't feel too bad because he was a tour guide. I don't know if they were hunting. They were hunting deer. And they came upon a group of baby bears, and Mama Bear came around the corner, and I don't remember what happened. If his bear spray didn't go off or his gun didn't go off. I can't remember exactly what happened with the story, but I do remember that because I was overwhelmed with the sticking his tongue down his throat part of the story. That's all I remembered from the whole thing.
RG3's
Now,
crazy, bro.
RG3?
Yeah, dude, he just jumped in the Jags pool with a full suit on and everything like that. He did a full-on belly flop. I
That's
like this
cool.
dude's personality now. I didn't like him much as a football player.
I think he's ripping that off from Post Malone. He just saw Post Malone do that on. I watched B1 and I watched some. I'll be honest with you, I love Christmas stuff. I'm a big nerd for Christmas. I'll watch pretty much any Christmas anything for the most part. And we watched the very end of the Rockefeller tree lighting. I think it was like the last 10 seconds of it, and then it went into this Christmas at Graceland thing, and they had like some country singers singing some. I thought it was going to be all Christmas music. Then they were just singing a bunch of Elvis songs. I was like, this fucking stupid. What the fuck? And then Post Malone came out and he sang over Elvis's pool, and then at the end of it jumped into the pool with his full get up on. All right, before we wrap things up, Nugget Man sent me something, and I was a little conflicted at first about it. Nugget Man sent me, he wants us all to vote for the CNN Hero of the Year. That's going to be happening on Sunday, December 10th. They're going to make the decision. But you can still put in votes for it. And he wants us to vote for Dr. Quane Stewart. And he is known for, and again, I was a little conflicted when I first saw this. What he does, he's known as the Street Vet. He runs ProjectStreetVet.org. And Project Street Vet it's a public charity that provides free veterinary care, treatment, and support to the pets of, quote, individuals experiencing homelessness and or housing vulnerability. So, this, very conflicted about it at first. Because, frankly, I don't think homeless people should have pets. If you're homeless and you can barely afford to...
Say homeless kind of creeps up on you and you don't really got nothing to do and you got an animal. That's like your only companion. Like,
I know, but I look at it, you have to, for the better of the animal, you should find somewhere for that animal to stay. Whether you could find somewhere to live or not, that's how I kind of feel about it. Because, the dog, like, I can't,
and shelters don't take animals and stuff like that. So you're kind of limited as to what you can do.
Well, I start crying just thinking about Darla being out on her own, running around like before we got her. It makes me cry. I can't think about it. It makes me so upset. So I think about like an animal living out on the street with somebody. Like I feel like if I was a cop and I saw a homeless person with an animal, I would take that animal from them and take it to a shelter. I just feel like I would do that. I'm a horrible...
Abuse of power.
Yes, I know. It's horrible.
Defund the police.
It's horrible. This is why I'm not a cop. Because I would shoot everybody and I would just,
take their fucking dog.
And take their dog. I'd be like, But I do have I sound callous, like I don't care about homeless people. I genuinely do, because I understand most of them, speaking of vets, a lot of them are veterans who, have PTSD or whatever, for whatever reason, just have a hard time and they end up back on the street. So a huge amount of homeless people are veterans. So I do have a kind of a soft spot for homeless people, but not in the sense that they have pets. But this guy, Dr. What did I say his name is? Dr. Quane Stewart, Quane or Quane, I don't know how to say his name. This guy has said, you know what? Whether or not these people should or shouldn't have the pets still need the care. Right? They still need to be taken care of, and somebody needs to do it. So they literally have people walking the streets with all these homeless people, finding the people who have animals, and they will give them on-site care for the pets. I don't know if they're vaccinating them, but I don't want to get all into the details of it, but you can go check out more about it at projectstreetvet.org. And if you want to vote for the CNN heroes, just go to CNN.com and you can put in that vote for Nugget Man. Just because
track my information and all kinds of shit.
And then you're going to start getting emails from the Democratic Party, and you're not going to know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to vote and you want to support Nugget Man's guy, and you think, or if you think there are some other people there, or if you don't give a shit, don't vote. But I thought Nugget Man is a big supporter of another show, of another dumb show. So
I was going to say, what show is he?
I don't know. Apparently, it's Anderson Cooper's show, because Anderson Cooper is the one that does this CNN Heroes thing. You know how much I love Coop. I love the Silver Fox, and he loves me. So There's no reason not to go check it out. It's another dumb show. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another dumb show. Issue number, gosh, I think we're on, what are we on? 146 or 147? I don't remember if I hit the right one tonight. I'll go back and fix it if I have to. But hey, welcome. Good to have you guys here. I hope you guys had a great day today, had a nice day today. I hope you, if you had a long, hard day at work, hopefully you can come and hang out, decompress with us, just chill and have a good time. Of course, you can always call the show. I pay for these damn phones, so I appreciate it when you guys call. It's always the best way, no better way to interact with another dumb show than to call in. 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. And of course, if you want to follow the show on Instagram or Twitter, you can do their X, whatever the hell it's called. You can do that at Another Dumb Show. There it is. Oh, there it is down there. All right, so let's see here. Of course, if you are not already a member, a shout out to the league over there. I do see, I think Brap was first, and quickly right behind him was Crystal. So congratulations to you guys both getting in there very quick. Excuse me. At the beginning there. So shout out to everybody in the league. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Glad to have you guys all here. I am whipped. I'm very tired. I woke up this morning. Well, first, I'll be honest with you. I tossed and turned all night. I had one of the worst sleeps I've had in the longest time. I was tossing and turning until, well, just while I was sleeping. I wasn't getting a good sleep. And then I finally woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning. And my eyes just kind of pinged open and I was just up. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't sleep. I was having a hard time sleeping because of everything that happened in the members only last night. It really affected me. I was really upset, perturbed, to say the least, by everything that had happened in the members only show. So it kept me up all night. I was tossing and turning. I was seeing chat messages in my sleep. I just kept seeing Brap upset. And everybody else, I was just tossing and turning and seeing myself getting in an argument in my sleep. And it was awful. It was a horrible night of sleep. So hopefully I will feel, I obviously will get through the show. I drank enough caffeine to kill a small elephant today. So I'll be all right eventually. I did see right there, it looked like for a second, I thought I saw Mikey. I don't know if we got a bad connection. Oh, no, there he is. He's just waking up. He's getting everything set up there. All right, hold on one sec. All right, hold on. We'll let him get his stuff together. I thought he was ready to go. I didn't realize he didn't have his headphones on. So just a reminder to everybody. Brap, I was dreaming. No short shows tonight. No short shows at all. No, we've got a full show, baby. Full show, baby. Brap Attack, yes, I dreamed about you. I was dreaming about the chat, and when I was tossing and turning, I was seeing your name like in my sleep in the chat. Like it was really weird. So yes, I dreamed about you last night, Brap. Dreamed, whatever. I don't know what it is. Mikey, is it what happened? I just went to hold on, your mic's
bad timing right now.
I know.
Yeah, I got it. I turned it back on. Yeah, there's 5,000 people without power right now between my county and the county over, and of course I'm on call. So I just spent the last 30 minutes on the phone with 3 people. Yeah.
So what did they? What caused this massive power outage? Is it just like
it's snowing here. I didn't even know it was snowing in bad weather, but I guess there's bad weather.
So like a major storm that knocked something out and took out
Yeah,
a bunch
not
of
even a
power.
major storm. I'm guessing the roads are a little slick, and some asshole slid off the road, hit a power pole, and it knocked out power to the. It's like Canandaigua. It's where Scrooge works.
Oh,
He's
really?
talked about
Okay.
it before in Canandaigua and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I've been to
all the
Canandaigua.
yeah. So Canandaigua's without power. Bristol, the snowboard mountain and everything like that. But their power will be back on in 2 hours. I keep telling people you can wait 2 hours in the cold, or you can pay me $250 to come out and fix your generator.
And most of
And
the
every
people,
one of them said, "I'll sit in the cold."
well, smart people. That's a lot of money to have somebody come turn your heat back on if it's going to be back on in a couple hours. You can tough it out.
Yeah, your house ain't gonna get that cold in 2 hours.
Yeah, put a hoodie on, bundle up. If make it cozy in your house. I need to get a little space heater in here because when I turn the heat off, it gets cold as balls in here. My little tootsies are freezing.
Oh, dude, don't you got some nice slippers, bro?
No, I'm not a slipper guy, man. I get
Bro,
sweaty
you need to
feet.
get some Uggs. You need to get some Uggs. Your feet don't sweat in the Uggs. Oh, they just hug your little tootsies.
Well, B1 says the same thing. I got to get some, but I've just never been a slipper guy. I just
Until you get Uggs, and then you're gonna want nothing else. It's like Crocs. You're gonna want to leave your house in the Uggs. You're gonna want to wear them everywhere because they're rubber bottomed and they're not gonna get wet anyway. So you can wear them anywhere.
just around the house and everything.
No, I wear them everywhere, bro.
I just saw your text. Sorry, I didn't realize that you were texting.
I
me.
go to the grocery store in these motherfuckers.
Oh well, I'll consider it. What are they? But aren't Uggs for girls?
No, bro. Tom Brady was an Uggs guy.
Oh, these okay. So the Ascot, is that what you do? The men's Ascot, or which one do you have? The
I'm
Kookaburra?
guessing. Can you pull up a picture?
Do they have
I
do
don't know
they
the
have
name
a
of 'em.
back? Do they have a back end, or they like flip flop?
No, they
style?
don't. Well, they're. Hang on. Ugh, this is easier.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think you got the Kookaburra.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's
Cool.
all rubber it's all rubber on the bottom, so you don't slip and slide. And the best thing about it is they're lifetime slippers. And as soon as the inserts like wear out and they get a little dingy and nasty, you pull out the inserts, you put in some new ones, and bam, brand new slippers again. They're expensive.
$65. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Dude, that ain't bad. I paid $110 for these things when they came out.
Yeah, there's another pair, the Ascot, that are 119. So all right, well, maybe I'll have to check them out. Let's see. Secret ADS Mod said we never expected to
B1,
be
if
in
you're
bed
listening,
with
buy
you.
this man some Uggs.
Yeah. She,
Christmas present. I know
There you-
you're listening. Get this man some Uggs.
there you go. Well, it'll keep. I do need something to keep my feet warm because I get cold, man. It gets cold in this room. So I do have a quick little. Speaking of the league, Brad L, one of the guys who's in our fantasy football league, he had a surgery a while back for a cyst. Do you remember that? I showed his cyst.
No, where was it? I've got a cyst in my pinky. It's the most painful thing in the entire world.
It's
I
on
pop
his-
it every 3 months.
It's on the inside of his wrist here. So, like, if you're looking
Oh,
down your arm at the inside of your wrist, there it is. So,
Yo, just hit that with a book, bro. Pop
Right.
it. It'll go away. It'll come back in a little bit, but you'll be fine.
B1 just got that. She had one of those removed, and kind of had some weird complications with it. Then Brad now is sending pictures of his stuff, and this is this was it all bruised up after the surgery,
Ooh.
which I thought was kind of weird that it was all bruised
Looks like
all the way.
It looks like a hippo thumb.
Yeah, is your phone vibrating or am I?
Yeah, I'm
Is
getting
that what
another
that is?
phone call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you need to go grab that?
Yes, I do. God.
All right. Do what you got to do, man. Go ahead. But so anyway, wrong button. So anyway, Brad has continued on with the updates for his. He's now 10 days post surgery after the cyst coming out. Now this is a little bit graphic, so I will warn you if you are squeamish. You might want to watch out. Might not want to look at this, but this is 10 days post out of the cyst coming out. 10 days post-op after the cyst has been removed. Again, little gross. But I'm a little worried about Brad. I think Brad's got himself a little infection going on here. Now I know that's a lot of dried blood and everything, and maybe it's just not clean, but it looks like that suture line is like really raw to me and like kind of almost a little inflamed, even at the top, like it's kind of open a little bit there. Um, so yeah, that I don't know, Brad. I might go get that looked at again, man, because that looks a little bit rough to me, my dude. So I would go get that checked out. Um, Again, well, I know you. I'm sure you have to do some sort of follow up or whatever. I would go sooner than later because it just looks. That looks brutal, dude. That looks really rough. So hopefully Brad will get that taken care of and it doesn't get infected. I saw Jamie Lynn Spears, or not Jamie Lynn Spears, Britney Spears. Well, I guess Jamie's dad too. Or what is that their name? I don't know. Britney Spears' dad. I saw he got some sort of weird leg infection and had to have his leg amputated, which is just insane. Just because you get a little infection. That's one of the things that worries, like freaks me out the most if because like my legs take forever to heal, like as I'm getting older. So I don't know if I'm just getting bad circulation or what, but like if I get a cut on my leg, it takes fucking forever to heal. So I always get freaked out that I'm going to get some sort of weird infection in my leg and have to get my leg cut off because my uncle had to have a leg amputated because he had low blood pressure and passed out, snapped his leg in half and had a compound fracture. Bones sticking out and everything. And then he had diabetes real bad and it didn't heal. So they had to remove his leg. It was insane. So I always freak out about that. I always worry about that because it was my uncle. He just went downhill. I mean, he had schizophrenia and he was always kind of struggling as it were, or as it was. But hey, he did the best he could. But boy, he sure did go downhill after that leg broke. It was really sad. All right. Speaking on that sad news, I have some freaking great news, guys. I don't know if you guys had a chance to see, but the Rockstar Games has officially released the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, GTA 6, baby. I'm so excited for it. I can't wait. I don't know how I'm going to get any work done once that game comes out. I think because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm probably going to end up doing a ton of streaming of that game once it comes out. I know it's a long ways off and putting the cart before the horse here, but I'll absolutely be doing a ton of gaming as far as that goes, and streaming that. I was actually considering doing a little bit of streaming today, actually, some gaming. I got a lot of work done and I had some extra time. And so I played a little bit of Modern Warfare 3. And I am just terrible at it, but I did play a little bit of it. And then I thought to myself, I should pop up a stream and stream myself playing this to everybody. But I just was like, you know what? It's a lot of bells and whistles. I just want to sit down and play a game and have a little bit of fun. But I do plan on doing some more gaming shows for you guys because I had a lot of fun when I did that one with Buckaroo. So it would be fun because I know there were some people, I can't remember who had mentioned it, but some of the people were talking, who the hell mentioned that? Was it Mikey? I don't remember. Somebody mentioned possibly doing like a Madden tournament. I thought that would be sweet. So if we, oh no, it wasn't Mikey.
You know my phone doesn't work in the house. Them serial guns run it through the way optical and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know. Nothing's gonna work for a little bit, Paul. But I'm going to give you a call in the morning, all right? But yeah, no, you didn't interrupt me and my girl. You know, I kicked her out.
Okay, then. It's okay. You call me when you have time in the morning and see what's wrong.
Absolutely, Paul. I'll talk to you in the morning, all right, buddy?
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right, bye, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Paul, all right. Paul, is Paul old? Is Paul missing teeth? Paul
has had 3 strokes in his life.
Oh man.
And oh no, dude, this dude is sharp as a tack still. Just because you can't really understand him.
Right.
It doesn't come out. Like this dude, oh my God, dude. The first thing he says, I hope I didn't interrupt you and your girl.
Oh, what a sweetheart.
He always
nice
he always
guy.
has sexual questions. He's like, did she put you in the hospital? If she didn't, you got to take this drink home with you. 43. It's an orange liqueur. And he gave me a bottle of it, and he was like, if you drink this, she'll put you in the hospital. He's one of my favorite customers. Nobody else can go to his house because he's so crude, brash, and just
Oh yeah, so you two get along
absolutely
well.
foul. Yeah, dude, a foul human being. Like even the office staff won't call him when he's getting ready for maintenance. My manager says you need to call Paul, get him on your schedule. Nobody in this office to ever talk to him again because he's made passes at every woman on the phone and made them all
Jeez.
uncomfortable. I love
Well,
Paul. Paul's one of my favorite men.
Paul sounds like one of those old school guys. Is what I think we're dealing with.
Dude, he's like 72 years old, 3 strokes.
Still thinks it's okay to hit on women just brazenly, right? No tact about it. That's
None.
funny. All right, so
more voicemails. Son of a bitch.
Alexander said, speaking of drinking, Alexander said, "Hey all, enjoying a nice whiskey after a somewhat impromptu presentation to my boss, his boss, and his boss, plus some other execs. Cheers." Oh yeah, that's no good. That's a lot of stress. That sounds awful. I'm so thankful I don't work in the corporate environment anymore where you have to potentially deal with that bullshit. That's why I'm glad we can do stuff like talk about GTA 6 instead of real work like doing presentations like Alexander had to do. So I have not watched the trailer yet, Mikey. I don't know if you have.
Me neither. I knew we were going to watch it here.
Nice. All right, we saved it. So here it is, the official trailer for GTA 6 coming out. I don't know. I think it says in the trailer. Here we go. Play. Oh, here we go, baby.
Lucia, do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Ooh, I don't know. Am I going to be able to play this? The music?
Oh, probably not.
Is that a real song?
It's always a real song if it's
good.
The theme music might not be.
That's not even recognized. Well, let's just do it. Fuck it. I'll trim it out if we have to. Oh yeah, that's Tom Petty. Yep, definitely can't play that. So all right. They'll actually shut the stream off if I do that. If I play that any longer, really. So all right, so let's just start it over.
That looked like Kodak Black.
So here it is. They are zooming in over the city. We've got shots of, what are those? We got a nice beach here. Got some nice boats to drive. We got a car with a convertible drive, a hot chick.
That's the bridge going over to Star Island.
Okay, I see. I don't remember any of this stuff. I'll never remember.
That's Miami. That's South Beach. No, dude, this is a recreation of Florida, Miami.
Oh, really? Okay, so it's well, isn't that what Vice City was?
Yeah, it's gonna look just. You see that big old bitch on that car?
That's great. Well, I did see they took some like famous memes, and this one right here. Here's one right here. The woman holding the hammers.
Oh, look, Bill's Mafia.
I missed the table. Yeah, that's a famous meme right there. That guy with the prison outfit with the tattooed face. And there's another one. Man, this looks incredible. I know these are mostly probably like cutscenes and stuff, but
it's still gonna look that good. There's usually not that big of a difference between cutscenes and the game.
Coming 2025. Oh, vey, that's so long from now.
So if it's announced as 2025, you know it's not going to be till 2026. I mean, that's just a dead giveaway.
You think it'll get pushed back?
There's never a game that comes out on time.
Oh well.
It's all right. It'll be worth every penny when it comes out.
Let's see. Yeah, what'd you say? How much? It's going to be a couple. I think it's going to be a couple $100, right? Isn't that what they said? It's going to be something like that. You guys were speculating it would be 150, something crazy like that.
Yeah, I'm guessing $99 for the regular one, and then you have your different tiers of whatever comes with the online mode and your skins and all that shit.
GTA bucks and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I got a text from one of my kids saying to call me after the show tonight. So I'm alarm going off. That's not your stuff, is it? Not your car, is it?
No, that's a small car. It's got to be. I don't know. Maybe some.
Oh,
Sounds like a small car. Kia boys. Them Kia boys are here.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Aerosweet said
Yeah, that's-
Rockstar's copywriting people that post the trailer. So, all right, there you go. We'll get nailed. Who knows? Either way. And Pat Woolley said, "Isn't that a Tom Petty song?" Didn't realize it till I heard him singing. So, Vanilla Charlie speculating how much it'll cost. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of money, but honestly, it'll be worth it as far as I'm concerned. It's, I love it. I mean, it's probably other than Madden, it's my all-time favorite game. Well, Tecmo Bowl, Madden and Tecmo Bowl. But that is my all-time favorite game. All of them are great. I'm not
That's
really.
It's my second favorite. My all-time favorite game is Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh, really? I don't think I
Oh,
really
yeah.
ever even played Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh my god, dude! It was the
Was that a
perfect game. Like that's
Super
how, like,
Nintendo game?
I thought it was Sega Genesis.
What? Oh, was it Genesis? Because that's what I had. So I didn't
Yeah.
think that I had that.
I think it was Sega Genesis. Yeah, because it was. I played that, and my other favorite game was Earthworm Jim.
Okay, so yeah, those two games didn't really play any of those games. I was just so obsessed with Madden and Castlevania. Played a lot of Castlevania. I loved that game. That was fun.
Oh
That was good. Doug Gill Jack said, "I hope has a good story mode and is not just built for online." Well, right now, when I was playing Modern Warfare 3 today, I started the campaign. That was actually a lot of fun. I
yeah. I
usually
heard it's only like 3 or 4 hours though.
maybe if you're really good at it. If you're me, it'd take 3-4 hours to get one mission down. Because I'm playing on like hardened, which is the lowest level below the hardest. So it's
Oh, dude, the hardest is like it's physically impossible to play that.
yeah, because it's one shot and you're dead, and yeah,
It's real war.
yeah. So yeah, I'm one level down below the hardest one, the hardened or whatever. Was that veteran? Or no, was veteran the hardest?
I
or-
think so. Veteran, hardened, I don't know. I can't.
Either
I'm
way.
not gonna pretend that I know.
Second one from the top, but the more I've played that game, the more I've actually started to like it because I wasn't super thrilled with the multiplayer, but the more I'm starting to get used to the game physics on this version of it, I'm actually starting to like it a lot more. There's some pretty cool sniper scopes and stuff, and the sniping actually seems like doable, and they have some fun. If you like sniping, they have some pretty fun sniping missions. So. That's probably one of my favorite things to do.
I'll be able to snipe in the campaign, but other than that, hell no, never in multiplayer.
Well, Brett said Take-Two Interactive already announced to their shareholders that they'll be releasing the game before Christmas 2025. They announced plans to spend $100 million on advertising. Damn, that's incredible. But they're going to copyright people for playing the trailer? That makes sense. Free publicity. You're not allowed to do it. That's crazy. But so yeah, there you go. So we'll see what happens with that game and whether or not it's going to be any good. But I'm sure it's going to be awesome. What is your favorite thing to do on that? Is it to actually do the story stuff, or is it to just literally go berserk and try to get stars and use? Because that's my favorite thing to do. Is just use a cheat code, get myself 5 stars.
Hookers with my bare hands.
We'll have to clip that right there. So is that you just walk around down the street, just find a corner and find a hooker and just choke her out?
No, you get a car, you do your business with them, and then you beat the shit out of them, take your money back.
I never did that, actually. I never went and did the whole, never did the prostitute thing in the game. I forgot that you could do it, and by the time I think, got into it, and I don't think I actually ever even completed. Did you complete GTA 5? I don't think I actually ever completed it, to tell you the truth.
Yep, I definitely finished it.
I think I started getting roped into going online, and I didn't finish it for whatever reason. Well, just
I've never even played it online. I don't even know what it's like online.
It's fun but frustrating because there's a lot of dicks and they just run up and kill you. So it can be kind of
That'd be me.
annoying.
Like that's the whole point of playing online. I don't want to kill everybody.
Yeah, that's what what it is. It's and people are really good and they know how to do all kinds of crazy tricks. Like they come by on the motorcycle and they blast you and they spin back around and shoot you again. It fucking sucks. But hey,
sounds super frustrating. I'm not interested in being frustrated when I'm playing video games.
I got to be honest with you. this Madden, this Madden, all Madden shit is it is. I don't know what's happening. I thought I was getting better, and then I'm not. Now I'm not getting better, and it's very very frustrating, very very frustrating. Pat Wu said it's the best story mode ever. What is wrong with you guys? No, you're right. I know. I needed to. I do need to finish this. I might as well finish the story mode. It is something to do. If I do get in the game hole, I could probably dive into
Hell
that
yeah.
and do that.
I might
I
have
see.
played through the full story twice, to be honest with you.
I don't think I'm trying to remember where I left off. I think I left off maybe at like one. I got out west with Trevor or whatever, and then
Yeah,
I don't.
Trevor's the man.
I don't know
Same
if
with
I
cousin
ever.
Johnny.
I don't know if I ever made it back after that. I think I remember doing a flying mission with some weirdo with Trevor,
Yeah.
or something like that, and that's I think one of the last things I remember. So I might have hit my. It might have gotten too hard, and I probably just gave up or something, or I had to work. I have no idea. All right. CYX says, "Holy crap, Mikey's scary with that kill hookers comments." Yes, that was hardcore for sure. That was super hardcore. Wet Shoelaces says, "All Madden is a scam. Just do all pro with custom sliders to make it more realistic." But if I want to play any of these online games, like head-to-head matches or do the solo battles, then you have to play on because the goal is eventually to get good enough to like try to compete. That's my I want to get good enough at Madden to do head-to-head battles and actually win them and become competitive. So you have to play on all Madden. Otherwise, I feel like I'm selling myself short. I can win on all pro. I need to be able to win on all Madden, baby. So yeah,
I just upped the difficulty in Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice, good for you. I
can't get enough of that game. It's a problem.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling that same way. Well, I don't know what's going on with me. I feel like I'm just kind of like I don't know. It's actually I came across this news story. I don't know if we have to get the file out for this one. But I came across this news story. Mike, you ever just like somebody asks you how you're feeling and you just go, meh. Just kind of feeling meh.
I'll show you the text thread today. I had my friend from Kentucky text me this morning and she was like, "How's everything going?" And I was like, meh.
So there you go.
Sent a little straight-faced emoji, you know what I'm saying? A little flat eyes and flat face or flat smile.
So yeah,
emotionless.
Well, that's obviously a lot of people use that term now. It's become much more part of the vernacular these days. But it actually, doctors have actually named they've actually put a scientific medical name to the feeling of meh. It's so there's major depressive disorder, which most people, understand what that is. That's something that major depressive disorder that can if you have depression for 2 months, you'll be described as having major depressive disorder, and you can be put on medication for it or whatever. It only has to be 2 months. But this ongoing kind of feeling of just meh that just doesn't go away. And I got to be honest with you, Mikey, I've felt kind of meh for a while now, quite a while now.
It's called the plateau on the medication.
Well, I don't know if it's actually even before the medication. I think it's something that just I'll be honest with you, I think it happened when I got fired from the show. You know what I mean? I think it kind of started there, and I just kind of have not really pulled myself out of it yet. Because I'll be honest with you, I have no other than going to do my weddings, pick up the boys. I have zero interest in leaving the house. None.
I'm with you.
I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to interact with people necessarily. I love doing this and interacting with people, but for some reason I'm just having like a thing where I just don't want to go out of the house and talk to people. So this meh thing is actually something that it's why I say maybe we need to get the file out for me and maybe I need to talk to my doctor. Which is strange though. They say this meh, they're describing it as, what do they call it? Persistent depressive disorder. So it's a little known form of mild depression. And it's something they figured out. It actually affects 10 million Americans of all ages, with actually women being a little bit more prone to it. So surprise, surprise, they get another illness or something that women are prone to, like fibromyalgia or whatever. Um, but it's if it lasts 2 years. If you're having this kind of mild depression and it lasts around 2 years, that's when they will just diagnose you with this PDD. So that's a little bit.
Yeah, suffer for 2 years with the meh feeling, and then we'll diagnose you and medicate you.
That's what's a little confusing about the story. The fact that well, I think that they're saying that you'll get this. If you go to, say you have major depressive disorder, you get diagnosed after 2 months of being depressed. They give you medication, you feel better from it. I think this is something where people are not quite so far down depressed that they're maybe even seeking help. They're just like meh. You know what I mean? They're just kind of blah and going through the motions, indifferent, kind of blah, and want to be kind of introverted a little bit. And I never was like this. I always want to be out and about and doing stuff and going out to restaurants, and like I was not an Uber Eats guy before. Like something just clicked in me over the past couple of years, and I just like being inside.
COVID fucked everybody all up.
Yeah, I don't know if it had to do. Maybe it has something to do. Well, you know what? But during COVID, I worked the whole time. I worked for the show. I was running the board.
Yeah, but other than that, all your fun shit in life, your restaurants, all that shit got shut down. Uber Eats became the thing, and then that becomes your comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, a couple summers ago, like I was doing brunches and all that stuff, and and that was like my big thing. And then in the winter, we'd try to find a restaurants to go out to and nice stuff like that. Now it's just like, meh. I just wait till the end of the show. I'll eat the same Swenson's I ate last night, literally the exact same order. I think I had like 4 nights in a row at one point because I was just like, I don't even want to think about it. And I hate to be a downer, but I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you, you mentioned the meds and the plateau on the meds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm actually,
goes through that. You just get to that meh.
I think actually I need to maybe stop taking my meds. To be honest with you. Yeah, I really think so. Because
let's hear your justification. Because if you stop taking yours, I'm stopping taking mine.
Well, first off, I don't know if it's causing this depression or not letting me out of it. That's one of the things I worry about, because it is a side effect which is the dumbest thing ever. A pill designed to help with depression. A side effect is depression. I don't get that, but whatever. But I mean, it does work in the sense that I'm not having rage outs. I know last night people thought I was raging, but that was definitely not raging. That might have just been, maybe snarky comments. I'd say that, if anything, but certainly not raging. I wasn't threatening and swearing and pointing and rah, 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 like I've done in the past by any means. I really don't do that anymore. I don't. I would rather avoid confrontation now, which I think is part of the reason why I don't want to go out of the house, because I just know I can avoid any kind of run-ins with anything. But the main reason is really, I feel like there's like a spark that has gone out in me. This little fire of creativity and a little bit of extra gusto and what made my personality the way it is. I feel like
this conversation about me. That's why I don't like my meds. I feel like it takes that away, but the good outweighs the bad when it comes to my meds. I mean, it takes away the extreme highs, takes away the extreme lows. It keeps me kind of right in the middle. And I've always been a guy that runs on extreme highs or extreme lows, but those extremes are what get me into trouble and get me into my own head and making poor decisions.
Same here. Though, I mean, I understand all that, but I feel like, I don't know. I just don't feel like myself. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't feel like myself. I don't feel like I have, I don't know. I'm not like I've never been like a super quick-witted person or anything, but I feel like some of my
dulled
wittiness dulled, or a little bit of that, like almost to the point, like, and it's not like I miss those highs or those lows. I don't miss those at all. I just feel like there's something in it changed my personality a little bit. Maybe, and some people might think it's for the better because like my family, my kids, and my daughter in particular, all they really go out of their way to point out how much I've grown over the past couple years, 3 years or whatever. So they really appreciate it. So it's like a double-edged sword for me where I'm like, I don't feel like myself, but everybody else is saying, hey, we like this version of you. But I don't like this version of me. So
and that's
it's
the
like,
only person that matters when it comes to that, because if you don't like you, then something's gonna break and pop and build up pressure. But before you like stop taking your meds or whatever, what I would do is talk to your doctor about maybe adjusting the dosage or changing meds.
yeah. Well, maybe that's what you need to do because that's actually I think I saw somebody in there. B4 said, unfortunately, it does take a while to find the right med for you. So I don't know. And my mom's in there, the chat tonight. Bish is in there going crazy saying, no, Sonny. So
that's the response I get from my mom when I talk about doing it. But I actually just met with my meds lady last week, and I was supposed to have the conversation with her about switching them up or changing dosage or whatever.
yeah.
And then I got too chicken shit to do it, and I was like, I'll just keep it the way it is.
Why were you? What do you mean chicken shit? Like you afraid that she was gonna put you on something different that you didn't want to try, or?
Yeah, I don't like. I don't want to go like without meds and change it. Like I may not like exactly where I'm at with these meds, but it is exponentially better than where I was. And the panic disorder that I have, and the deep depression, where like I told you before, I put couch cushions on the floor and crawl into a hole for days at a time.
Yeah,
like I haven't had that in a while, dude, and I don't want that shit ever again.
Mine's never gotten that bad. I mean, like I remember one time when I was younger, when I was working at the paper mill. I just remember I broke down because I had worked because I was working the swing shift and I was working this crazy schedule, and I had to work 18 or 16 hours the day before because my replacement didn't show up, and if your replacement doesn't show up, you have to stay and work. It was hell. And I just remember one day before having to go to the paper mill, sitting down in the corner in my kitchen and just breaking down, and Keely's mom actually was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I can't go back to that fucking place. I fucking hate it. I can't get stuck there again." Because that's all I was so worried about. I was like,
yeah, you have that panic that your dude ain't gonna show up, but you can't do a double shift.
I can make it 8 hours. If I have to be stuck there for another double, I might lose my mind. And sure enough, that night, going back to why I need my meds, I did end up going in. My replacement didn't show up. I punched out the office window because I was so fucking angry. Thankfully, nobody ratted me out for it. So that was nice. The managers were all pissed off about it. But yeah, nobody ratted me out about it, which was really nice. So, but yeah, because I would have probably gotten fired.
Nobody wanted to cover your shift.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So, so yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not really. I think you're probably right. I should take. I did. And Disaster said, "Dumb. That's just called getting old. Dumb. You sir have become jaded with life." I don't know if it's that. I'm not jaded about.
That's the way I feel. I don't want to go out, interact with people. I don't want to do that shit. I have to do it for my job all day, and then other than that, like I know what I like in life at this point. I like sitting at my house. I like the podcasts that I consume. I like this life as opposed to the chaos. I just tried to go back to my old life, and I tried that for 10 days, and it was fucking horrible.
Yeah, that's a good call. I probably should keep that in mind. Well, I'm not trying I'm not trying to go back to partying or anything like that.
No, but
I just feel like there's like some juice. Some of my juice is gone. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I feel like I'm
it puts a ceiling on your emotions. You just hit the ceiling.
Missing fifth gear here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can get up to fourth, but I can't really hit fifth at this point or something. I don't know. Maybe it's a bad analogy, but Carrie Riley says this is just a depressing kind of year. Time of year. She's been crying for 2 days. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, that's I don't know what to do other than I guess maybe just talk to the doctor about getting him adjusted. But yeah, it definitely makes me I feel like these things are kind of taking away some spark. So somebody else
Yeah,
who had
definitely. Just talk to your doctor about it. They're gonna know exactly what to do.
right on.
Don't make no decisions on your own. Left to our own devices, we suck.
Yeah, we don't make very good decisions. I know we definitely don't make a good decision. So, CYX says I should do some exercise. Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
fucking I hate that. I hate it. B4 says she feels this entire conversation. And Diz and Drew are giving us some goals to hit 100,000 subscribers. Well, of course, that's the goal is a bazillion subscribers. But
Yeah,
we got to
absolutely.
just keep plugging away at it.
So smash that like button.
Yeah, that's right. Hit that fucking thumbs up, guys. What are you waiting for? All right, real quick before we head into break, I do have well, speaking of somebody who got plugged up, I hate to say it that way, I guess, but do you see and I know the story came out last week, but I never got a chance to talk about it. The cop Derek Chauvin that killed George Floyd.
Oh yeah, got stuck like a pig.
He sure did. He was stabbed 22 times in prison, in attack behind bars. They said that apparently it was done on Black Friday, on purpose, to represent Black Lives Matter and the
Yep.
black people and all that stuff. So yeah, stabbed 22 times. The guy, his name is the inmate that did it is named John Tursak. He was charged with attempted murder in the stabbing. He used an improvised knife and attacked him in the law library at the Federal Correctional Institution in Tucson, Arizona. According to prosecutors, Tursak told corrections officers he would have killed Chauvin if they hadn't intervened. So I
You want
am.
that dude dead.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got to tell you, I'm conflicted on this one. Because obviously I'm not real thrilled about I don't like the way he killed George Floyd and all that. I'm not real, the guy, I just feel like this guy's he's a murderer. And
just let him live in fear every day for the rest of his life. Don't cut it short.
And that's kind of where I'm at too. Like while it's, the eye for an eye kind of attitude about it, maybe I am getting old. Going back to what we were talking about, because in the past I was, eye for a fucking eye. You know what I mean? That's just it. But this, in this sense, for whatever reason, I don't know why. Because I swear to God, if he wasn't a cop, I probably wouldn't say this. I'd be like, hey, he got what he was coming to him. He killed someone. But for some reason, there's some little and I'm not a blue line guy, but there's just something in me that's like, well, that's kind of a bummer that that it happened. He's a cop, so again, I don't know how to rationalize that thought process in my head, because, like I said, if it was just some random guy that got murdered in prison because he had murdered somebody, I'd be like, oh, eye for an eye. But for some reason, in this case, I don't feel bad for him, but I feel bad for him. I don't know how to say it. It's weird.
I don't know what you're going through with that.
Maybe
I don't
it's
feel
just
bad for the dude at all.
Maybe it's just the idea of anybody getting stabbed 22 times like that. Like just the whole, because you see it in the movies and the prison movies, and they come up behind you and it's just so many, and like the puncturing and just the whole thought of it is just brutal. So I do believe he did get out of the hospital at this point. There was an update to it. And yeah, that guy did say, he told the agents that he did it on November 24th, Black Friday, because he chose it as a connection to the Black Lives Matter movement and, quote, the black hand symbol associated with the Mexican mafia gang. So yeah, that's news to me. I don't know anything about that. So, yeah, again, I'm not really sure why I'm a little conflicted about this one. You'd think that I would just be like, yeah,
you're just an emotional mess right now. It's okay.
I guess so. I'm getting pulled in a million different directions. Let's see here. Checking in with the chat here real quick before I go on to the next thing.
I'm going to go get caught up on some phone calls and take a little bit longer of a break. I haven't answered my phone for the last two. I just got some voicemails.
Well, let's do this. Let's just take a quick break then. You answer those and we'll come back. I'll play a quick video and then we'll come back. And I got a couple other stories. Then I think I got a ton of videos that I have to dump because I just got to get them out of my system, and I want to go through all of them, and I just haven't had a chance to get through all of them. So let's do that. So let's take a early break, and then we'll come back and we'll do a nice long second half of the show. Of course, second hour is I'll let you go, Mike. Go ahead, do your thing. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Make sure you go get your drinks, your lavender, whatever you're doing. Get your kids, kick them and get them in the other room. I do have a story later on where you're not going to want the kids in the room. So considering this time of year, I'm sure you can figure out what I'm talking, maybe what I'm talking about. So again, get those kids out of there, get your lavender, get your wine, brews, whatever you do, crack some cold ones. Hang out with us here on the second half of Another Dumb Show. We will be right back. Hit that thumbs up while you're there. You know, you got nothing to do during the break other than look at those break photos. Hit that thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I gotta fix that. I keep forgetting to fix that. I gotta make that come down faster. Welcome back to another Dumb Show, issue number 146. I believe we're on. Appreciate you guys coming and streaming on my tube tonight. You know how much I love having you guys on my tube. It feels so good. Feels so right. 844 hit Dumb 844-448-3862. I pay for these damn phones. I haven't seen them ring once. Give us a call if there's something we're talking about. You know, I got to do a better job while we're talking about stuff to remind you guys to call about it while we're talking about actual topics and things that were, you know, whatever in the news or whatever the hell we're talking about. I need to actually remember to tell you guys to call. So if you have something you want to call about, whether any of the stuff with GTA 5 that we were talking about earlier, the whether I should stay on my meds or not, or even that Derek Chauvin thing. Am I crazy for feeling bad for that guy? I don't know why. 844 hit Dumb 844-448-3862. During the break, I was checking the chat a little bit there, and Pat Wooey is saying F meds, get out of the doctor's pockets, just go without them. CYX said, actually, I think meds really work to get dumb balanced. He said, CYX goes on to say, we screw with B1, but do you think he was easy to live with those rage outs? No, I was not easy to live with those rage outs. So I do have to try to maybe keep that in mind. Speaking of B1, a little small B1 update for you guys. We had a conversation. I think things are progressing a little bit back on the relationship front and less of the friends with benefits front. And we have been cuddling more, and I actually got a little back scratchy the other night. I haven't had a back scratchy I don't know how long, so that was nice. Mikey, can you believe it? I got a back scratchy. That's
your melt. That's your kryptonite, bro.
It really is, man. There's nothing I love more than a good back scratchy. I mean, be Giroux maybe or something, but I don't know. Sometimes I'll even take a scratchy over a Beej, if I'm tired, man.
It's that comfort level, man. You put you right to sleep.
And
gets you that deep sleep.
It feels so good.
So I'm here for the next 23 minutes. I told this guy I'd be at his house by 9:00 when he gets out of work.
You officially got to go on call. That sucks, dude. So why in the powers and it's been almost an hour at this point. Are they not like
power is back on, but at this guy's house, his generator is still running everything in the house. And when he turns the generator off, it doesn't transfer back to utility power. So that tells me it's a newer install too, just installed like 6 weeks ago. So it tells me that I'm going to drive all the way to his house, pull a cover off, and there's going to be one wire on one of the utility coils that's going to be popped off. And all I'm going to have to do is slide it back on. It's going to transfer back, and I'm going to come home. He's not going to have to pay $1. I'm not going to be able to claim it under warranty. The company is going to pay me for an hour and a half overtime. It's not even worth my time to go out there. It's not.
So you're not even gonna get that $250 for it? You're just gonna because of the warranty stuff or whatever. Oh, that sucks, man.
Not even gonna get paid by warranty because they don't cover loose wires. That's why the guys that install it should be checking these wires.
Well, I tell you what, then, since you got to get going, we'll knock out. Let's do. It is Tuesday after all, so let's. Well, we got to do the videos, but we got to do fantasy football.
Oh, we do that. Yeah, I kind of forget about fantasy football.
I know. I did too a little bit, but we still got people who got skin in the game, so we got to do it for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right. Once again, we've hit that time of the week. It's time for another Dumb Fantasy Football League. Oh boy, Mikey! I tell you what, I think maybe it's this league that's got me feeling so meh. Because I tell you what, I am not doing good in the league. You and neither of us are doing very well in the league. In fact, I'll just jump right to our last place team here, the Skull Crushers. After a loss this. Oh wait, hold on, I lost my scoreboard here. This week, Skull Crushers went down to. Where's your team at? Why is it not showing me? Oh, there you go. I'm sorry.
Probably not even listed anymore. They kicked me out of the fucking league.
You haven't been relegated. like they do in the soccer leagues. But you're still around, even though your team put up. I don't think I've ever seen a fantasy football team put up as low of a score as yours did this week. You lost 86-53. And I went and looked at your lineup just to see. I was like, oh, did he forget to put somebody in? Like it's a bye week and just said fuck it. No, the team just tanked that. Like that's insane. I had a real low one. I think I had a 70 something throughout the season, and I was like, boy, damn, I don't think anybody's gonna get lower than that. But damn, 53.
If you take my score from this league and my score from my winless league, and you put it together, I still lose to 70% of the teams. I think I dropped a 62 burger in the other league, dude.
Oh man. All right, so the Skull Crushers are struggling 4-9, 12th place, no changes. Josh Dobbs still the same performer. He dropped because they had a bye week. Your next opponent are the Wooies. Good luck with that one. We'll see where the Wooies are in a little bit. And then we see here down at the bottom with you also eliminated another dumb team at 5-8. Two of us are both officially eliminated from the playoffs, so we can just skip over those two teams. I'll be facing John Gruden's Gmail, our second place team. So, it's not looking good for. Well, I got to tell you what, it's down to me and you for these. I don't care. It's down to me and you for these fucking American cheese wrap.
I know.
Snickers.
I do have one goal, and that goal is to get you into the basement because I'm going to have no problem eating these. It's not going to be entertaining to watch, but watching you dry heave this shit up is going to be fucking priceless.
All right. I'm not looking forward to that at all. So
that means I have to crawl out of the basement. You really think that's possible? It is not.
What are the rules in the league? Like, if I did we ever make any rules? Like, if somebody wants to, like, one of the top 3 teams wanted to say, "Hey, Dom, I'll give you a cut of my winnings for Justin Jefferson," is that against the rules?
Yeah, we would vote that. We would
That
vote
it gets
that trade
down.
We'd
That gets
veto
down.
that. Yeah.
That gets vetoed. Okay, everybody does. Okay,
Yeah.
for that. Okay, I wasn't sure because I was like, "Hey, man, I wouldn't mind."
The trade deadline should be over anyways.
Oh, is there? I don't even know how that works. I was just throwing shit out there. I don't even know. There is a trade deadline in our league? I didn't even know.
I'd imagine so, yeah. It's getting
okay.
closer to the playoffs. I know the trade deadline in my other league is over like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, that
2
shows you
weeks
how.
ago.
Well, I was pretty much out 2 weeks ago, so I think that's when I stopped really kind of paying attention at that point. So, Pat Wooey says, "How about both of you do it for being in the basement?" Yeah, I know. You'd think that the two of us know. The two of we talk so much goddamn football. You'd think we'd do a little better, but hey, again, I'm going to chalk mine up to injuries for sure. Yours?
Yeah, you lost JJ.
Yeah,
I drafted a shit team.
Aaron Rodgers, my insurance policy. If Lamar wasn't that great, and then some trade capabilities because of quarterback.
Oh, I had injuries too. Shit, Deshaun and then Kirk.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. That's right. That's a good point. Oh, that's right. I forgot you had Deshaun Watson and Kirk Cousins. Damn, you lost 2 starting quarterbacks. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't think Deshaun Watson was going to light it up for you anyway.
No, he wasn't.
You might have had better luck with Joe Flacco. Which, by the way, I had a comment from somebody, Amy, had commented and said, what did she say? She said, "Once you go Flack, you never go back. Let's go Brownies." And I agreed with that. He put on a pretty decent performance this past weekend. He had a couple bad throws towards the end of the game when he was trying to make something happen. But, which again, that's how I gauge good quarterbacks, is by the fourth quarter comeback, and he didn't do it.
Yep.
But having said that, he had some pretty good throws throughout that game, and he looked good, and he was putting the ball. I saw a stat today that he was throwing the ball 10 yards in the air. I don't remember what the exact numbers were, but more than any other Browns team has in like the past 8 years or something crazy like that.
Oh shit, they was airing it out.
Yeah, so he's putting the ball down the field, which is what our offense is designed to do. It's hand the ball off, get the play action, and put the ball down the field.
Yeah.
And now I found out today they put him back on the practice squad, and DTR is going to come back up, and they're going to play DTR,
Really?
which means, in theory, the Steelers could pluck Joe Flacco. Since Kenny Pickett is out, they could pluck him off our practice squad.
I don't think they can, unless they cut him.
And I think there's some rule that if quarterback's on the practice squad, you can you can get him from the other team. Because I
Oh,
just saw,
I didn't know that.
yeah, because it just happened to the Jets. They just took a practice player from the Seahawks.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
But I'm guessing this is just something they have to do, like a formality wise. I'm guessing Joe Flacco is going to go to the practice squad today and be elevated to the main roster again tomorrow. Because I'm guessing he's going to be DTR's backup.
maybe I don't. That would make more. I don't know. Yeah, I know we got PJ there too. So yeah, I don't know how they're doing. So maybe obviously they know more than I know, considering where I am in the league. But yeah. All right. So moving on. I know you got to get going. So let's blow through this. Here is our 10th place team, the Maru Raiders. Jerry, boy, what a comeback. He was in the bottom for a while. He's moved up to 10th place. He's not official. Only you and I are eliminated. So Jerry's still got a chance. Very low chance. The percentages are not looking. Where's that percentage thing? I swore I had a thing that had the percentages. Yeah, here we go. So you and I have 0% of getting in. Jerry, the Maru Raiders, they have 1% chance. So you're not officially out, Jerry. You got a 1% chance of getting in. So good luck to you. You'll be facing Brad L's team, Agugula. Brad L, that's who we just showed his wrist all fucked up earlier. So the Maru Raiders are 6-7. We got a whole run of 6-7 teams here right down the line. Judge Judy, Austin's team, also 6-7. They had jumped up to 7th place. Now they dropped down to 9th. They also have a 1% chance. They'll be facing Sent from My iPhone, Chris H's team, next week. Puka Nakua, their highest score. Puka Nakua really went off against the Browns. I got to tell you what, that guy not a flash in the pan. I don't think. I think that guy might be a legitimate.
I thought he was. I thought he was for a couple games there because he kind of disappeared for a few games in the middle. But then for him to turn it on again like that, absolutely.
I think we got a real football player there. So, all right. So let's see here. Where did I leave off? Back to Puka Nakua and Austin's team. And then, speaking of them, we have Googla. Oh, did I screw that up? Oh, no, I didn't. All right, there's the Google. They're 6-7. They were 6th place last week after their loss. They dropped down to 8th place. Brad L, sorry, got a bad wrist, and you're dealing with a team that's got a now 4% chance of making the playoffs. Moving on to Sent from My iPhone, also 6-7 in 7th place. They've moved up one spot after their win over, I believe they beat you, right, Mikey? Sent from My iPhone?
I don't know, dude. I don't know how they win, and Herbert played the way he played too.
I know, in that real barn burner, that 6-0 game, which is kind of interesting because that's where they're saying Belichick is going to end up after the end of the year when the Patriots get rid of him, and then the Chargers are going to get rid of Staley, who's from around here, by the way. Then they're going to hire Belichick to coach the Chargers, which I thought that was pretty interesting. Why not just go down a little south to the Panthers? It'll be interesting to see because I do love those Chargers uniforms. Although those dark ones they had on the other night, those look like shit. I didn't like those at all. I didn't like those at all. All right, Sent from My iPhone, 6-7. Chris H's team with Justin Herbert, like you mentioned, their top performer. He'll be facing Judge Judy, Austin's team, next week. Let's see here. Another 6-7 team. Go cup yourself. Boy, they've really moved up. They were down in the doldrums for a little while. 9th place, I think a couple weeks ago, they were down in like 11th place. They've moved up to 9th, then up to 6th. After a big trade, after they got whoever they traded with to get Cooper Kupp on that other team, and then he ended up with C.J. Stroud, they've really taken off since then. So congratulations to Go Cup yourself and C.J. Stroud. What a story that guy is.
Baller.
He's really fun to watch play, too. I love the way he plays. Cannon for an arm. He can get out of the pocket and make things happen. It seems like an all right dude, too. So I kind of like C.J. Stroud. And I like the Texans, all in all. I kind of like that team.
Yeah, I've never not liked them. I liked them since they were a franchise team.
Yeah, they're young, tough. Got some. I like D'Amico Ryans. I like their coach. So I think that's a cool team.
Yeah, hard nose.
Cool team.
I like it. I think it's cool. D'Amico Ryans used to play for the Texans. Now he gets to coach them. He was on the inaugural team and everything like that. It's really cool.
It's a good story. Very cool. So cool. Good on CJ Stroud. Moving on, our 5th place team, also also 6-7. Neighbor Dave dropped down. He took an L this week. He lost to Jerry's Maru Raiders team, and I saw Pat Wooey in there saying he was actually watching their game to see who was going to win because it was so tight. It came down to literally Jerry won 147.7 to 145.02. So by
How
two.
how can neighbor Dave lose any games at all if Jamar Chase has had 2,233 points?
Oh no! Oh, there's a typo. I believe that's supposed to say 223 or 233. I can't remember either way. But Jamar Chase, after that big game last night, he moved up to 11th place. How about that game last night? Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah,
all the
wild.
scoring, all the scoring in that game, it was absolutely
Injuries.
crazy. Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence. What is with us
Yeah,
watching
they're
these
getting-
games? And then people get hurt. We're bad luck for all these quarterbacks. So yeah, that I did see today. He didn't break his leg though. It looked like he snapped his leg.
It did, and then it looks like they lost Christian Kirk for almost the rest of the season too. He tore an abductor muscle, like a core
I saw
muscle.
that. I saw that. So yeah, that sucks for the Jags because I kind of like. I think I mentioned last night. I like the Jaguars. Something
Yeah.
about them I like.
I like
So-
that Josh Allen kid.
Yeah, I kind of like their whole team. I like ETN. I like kind of like Trevor Lawrence too. I like he's kind of gritty, even though he looks like sunshine. He's got some grit to
He
him.
does look like sunshine.
Yeah, I do like him though. So all right. Oh, by the way, your boy hit pretty good last night on some bets.
I know. Congratulations, my
Thank
guy.
you. Cracked 2 last night. I was pretty.
And it's
I think
funny,
you got-
if we run back the tape from last night's show, you'd be like, I lost everything. I'm done gambling. This is fucking horrible.
I don't think I said I'm done, but I just did say I lost everything. But I got it all right back. Got it all right back, baby. I'm pretty proud of myself. You guys, maybe I'm gonna start. Maybe I should start posting my stuff or like talking about it before, like the day before, try to get my bets in, and then people will want to. What is it? They run my tail. They can tail with me or whatever.
I'd chase your tail.
There you go. We'll try that and see if we can all hit together. That might be kind of fun. All right. So, and if then you can't blame me though. It's all for entertainment. Bone Crusher, 5th place. Moving on, he's going to be taking on Chris K's team next week. Jay and the Carrions, boy, what a run these guys have been on. Now 7-6, moved up from 5th place to 4th. They've been slowly moving up one little spot every week, all thanks to the Cheetah. He's been making some unbelievable plays. That game, he was unbelievable against the Commanders all over the field. Cracked 300 fantasy points for the year here, obviously in 1st place. A big game next week against our 3rd place team, the Ocean Gate Titans. So that's going to pretty much determine who's going to make our 4th place spot, to tell you the truth.
Yep.
So depending on how many points are scored, because as of right now, we have this 3rd place team, the Ocean Gate Titans. They have clinched a spot in the playoffs. So we've got our top 3 teams have all clinched the spot, much in part to MVP candidate Dak Prescott. They're up to 8-5. So congratulations to Ken K. Even though they lost this week, they did take an L to remain in 3rd place and not be tied in that 1st and 2nd slot up there. All right, moving on. We have our 2nd place team, another playoff team with their top player, Christian McCaffrey. God, he's so fun to watch play. 9-4. I think Christian McCaffrey might be borderline one of my favorite players in the league. Really love that
unreal.
dude,
Did
man.
you see the video that he posted on Instagram of all the damage that he took that one game, and his girl was showing off the bruises and the cuts and the bloody sheets and all that?
I pretty much see everything Olivia Culpo posts. So yeah, I saw that.
I didn't even know her name.
Oh, she's so hot, dude. Oh man, she's banging. Very, very hot chick. So let's see here. What else we at? I don't want to get all perved out here. So back to John Gruden's Gmail. Team that's been at the top the whole year, right along with the Wooies, who have also been on top all year. A great team he's got put together over there. 1st place. Congratulations, Pat Wooey. He has also clinched the spot in the playoffs. So here are the standings as of right now. You can see the teams at the top marked with X's have all claimed a spot in the playoffs. The teams with the E's at the bottom have all been eliminated. That would be me and Mikey. We are all officially out of the playoffs. So Drew S. said there is a DraftKings social group for ADS, if anyone didn't know. So yes, if you guys don't know that and you want to be, the Discord is where the conversation, basically the chat conversation continues once we're off the air. So if you want to go participate in that, you just can scan this QR code and it will take you to the Discord. And there are a whole bunch of different channels in there, everything from cooking stuff to not safe for work stuff, where you can see Crooked Orchid's butt and her hoots. And then some other good stuff. I mean, even the betting, we got racing, we got fantasy football, we got all kinds of stuff in there.
Oh,
So
dude, funnies, ADS therapy corners, or you can go bitch about work. I mean, there's a bunch of them, dude.
yep. So you guys can go in there and talk about that if you would like to. All right. Let's see here, Mikey. I know you got to get going, my dude. So I will let you go do your call.
Yeah,
Drive
man, I'm
safely.
sorry, bro.
Don't be sorry. You don't no need to apologize. People shit break, and you're in charge of fixing it. Then you got to fix it.
Yeah.
You're just
If I would have moved to sales, I wouldn't be doing this shit. But chances are that ain't happening anytime soon.
Well, you know what? Do your best. You do a good job on these installs, and just keep plugging away. Eventually, maybe you'll get moved over to sales. Just keep doing what you were doing. So
Take
All
your
right,
meds tonight.
I will. I'll take them. Don't worry. I thought about
I'll
not
take
taking
mine
them.
too.
Thought about not taking them last night, but I ended up taking them. So
Yo, here's the story. My buddy that I went to treatment with stopped taking all of his medication abruptly, and he had a seizure while he was driving, and now he can't drive for the next year of his life.
Jesus, is he okay?
Yeah, he's good now, but yeah, he had a full on seizure from withdrawal from, I can't remember what medication it was, but it was an antidepressant that he stopped
Great.
taking abruptly.
Okay, well, I probably don't want to do that. Yeah, because I know they do give pretty bad withdrawal too, so I don't want to go through all that. So I'll make sure I take them. So all right, thank you very much,
buddy.
All right, bro, love you too. Good luck. Be safe. All right, Mikey is headed out. He is on call for the generator shop. So he is. We're out. Mikey's out for the rest of the night. So you know what? Having said that, why don't we just roll into the video dump I have here? I got a ton of videos to blow through. And of course, if you guys want to call in without Mikey being here, it's always nice to have somebody to talk to. So if you want to give us a call, 844-HIT-DUMB, 844-448-3862. So let's see here. Before I get to my video dump, I have a story about somebody who might be the biggest idiot on the internet. There's this dumb doo-doo head idiot moron named Paul Charchian. He is, I don't know, he does a fantasy football thing. He does fantasy football crap. I don't even care about that. It's got nothing to do with that. But he tweeted something that really pissed me off. He tweeted. He retweeted this tweet right here. Let me open this tweet right here. So he retweeted this tweet celebrating the greatest Christmas movie of all time, and frankly, honestly, what could be considered one of the greatest comedic movies of all time. You'll see it's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's in my top 3 all-time favorite movies. Now, this dipshit, Paul Chachian, put out this tweet saying this: Christmas Vacation is patently unfunny, always was, but it's particularly bad by today's standards. Watch it with a 20-something and count the laughs, if there are any. What the fuck is wrong with this fucking guy? That movie is literally joke after joke after joke after joke after joke. And also, who starts watching Christmas Vacation as an adult? It's a movie you watch when you're younger and you grow, you learn it and you grow and you love it. It's a classic. If you start watching it as an adult, it's been out since 1989. If you start watching it as an adult, you had bad parents. And you're just probably just a bad person if you've not even watched it yet. And if you've not watched it, sorry if I called you a bad person, but I tell you what, that's one of the greatest movies of all time. It's a cinematic masterpiece, a comedic masterpiece. And again, watch it again. And I'm telling you, it's set up joke, set up joke, set up joke, set up joke. Oh, the whole thing, all over throughout the entire film. It's just set up joke, set up joke, set up joke. It's awesome. I highly recommend it. The scene with Clark perving out in the department store, yeah, it might not ring true to a 20-something-year-old because they don't know what department stores are. But the premise of the whole thing, of the girl showing off her hip and everything to the guy, fucking hilarious. Clark's getting all hot and bothered. Is hot in here? Who in here? Did I say Hooters? It's great. I mean, all the lines, every line. Everybody knows all the lines. Save the neck for me, Clark. You serious, Clark? All of them. There's a place here in Cleveland called the Griswold Christmas House, where somebody, not somebody, where this family, they literally convert their whole yard and house into the Griswold family Christmas house. They put all the lights on, just like in the movie. They have an RV out front and a guy holding like the hose, like Cousin Eddie. They got they got Margot next door. They got a whole thing with Margot over there. They got the girl jumping in the pool. The hot girl in the red swimsuit. Braptak said the blowing up about the quote bonus is my favorite. Brap, it's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year round. I mean, my God, how is that not funny? It's so good. And meanwhile, she's holding his balls the whole time when the cops jump. It's so good. That movie is fucking hilarious. And anybody who doesn't fucking like it, there's something wrong with you. I'm convinced. Speaking of Christmas movies, I did see a hold on, before I go into this next thing, I did see the phones ringing. Curious George, you're on another dumb show. What's up, my bro? Glory.
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
Doing good. My favorite part of that Christmas Vacation is anything with Aunt Bethany. Is your house on fire, Clark? Is Russell still in the Navy? She's clueless.
It's so good.
Anything with that woman.
And then her husband and the interaction between the two of them, and you couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. I mean, they're just, and you agree, George? It's just set up joke, over and over throughout the whole movie. It's just 2 hours of setups and jokes and punchlines.
It's so great. We used to watch it every year at my ex-girlfriend's sister's house.
Yeah.
And we would have to dress up as one of the characters. So I was Cousin Eddie with a big white bathrobe, the black socks all the way up to my knees. And then I took, that little funnel that goes in the back of your dryer, the little funnel, silver funnel thing.
Yeah, the
I use that as like, I use that as like the, spilling out the shitter and whatever. So yeah, it was, and I had the hat on. Yeah.
Perfect. That's great.
It was fun.
I'd love to see a picture of that, George. If you have any pictures of that, I'd love to see you dressed up as Cousin Eddie. So that's good.
I'll have to check. Yeah, I'll try to send it to you.
And how have you been, my friend? All is well?
Yeah, been doing good. I did have a question for you, if that's cool.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sure. Go shoot.
Okay. Here goes. I know what it's going to turn into, but, once the gist up stuff starts, that I'm going to have to jump off. Like, my side hurts too much. So I think I'm getting kidney stones again, so I don't want to drag you. But my question to you is this. You've been with B1 for many, many, many years.
Right.
And it's got to be sort of the same thing to initiate sex to when you're actually having sex. It's got to be like, she's either doing the BJ, then it goes right into you pleasuring her, then goes right into she is on her back first, then it turns into doggy style, and then you're done. So my question is like, what do you put anything? Do you throw in something different? Like maybe you throw her leg up at one point where she wasn't used to it to make it interesting, because it's got to be the same position, same thing after all these years.
No, no, actually every once in a while we'll try a new position. I wouldn't say super frequently, but every once in a while we'll lay one in. She's got bad hips. So she's got a genetic hip thing. She's had to have hip surgery before, so she can't really do too many crazy positions. She can't really even like I can't do, my actual favorite position is holding the ankles and like leaning over and pounding out. I can't do that to her because her hips won't do it. Like this, I can't do that Y move where you hold their legs up like that. I can't do that because of her hips. And like I'll be aware. I actually like it's not a turnoff by any means, but I will be aware if I know that she's in pain because of a certain position that we're in or something like that. Like sometimes she can't be in doggy style because it'll hurt her hips. Other times she'll prefer it that way, just of the way whether or not her hips are hurting or something. So it just so as far as switching it up, I don't know. I think over the years we've added small little things in to kind of spice things up. I definitely the role playing and the dirty talk is good. I think that definitely spices it up because you can kind of do something different all the time with that. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm just imagining this. It's because of B1. My God, you're a lucky guy, dumb. I've said that before, and I know you get tired of hearing it, or maybe you don't like that I say that because it's your girl. But I'm being respectful in a way. Is that woman is so hot?
She's
Her
very
eyes just I talked to remember the 1.0 another dumb show, and I showed up at the studio,
yeah.
and I was kind of out in the hall. She came out to talk, and she signed something for me, and she was just a normal chick and stuff. And then it was just her blue eyes. I had to occasionally look away because it's mesmerizing. She's very gorgeous, Dom. Sorry to just kind of get into all that and bug you about it, but she is hot. She is so hot.
Hey man, you want to take it to your spank bank? You do whatever you want to do. Yeah, it's funny you asked like different positions. We just took a trip to Pound Town. That was yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I ripped the load right on her back, dude. It was a huge mess. So it was a lot to clean up. So yeah, there was a lot there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got all over my hands and everything too. It was a big cleanup.
All right,
It was a
bye
mess.
guys. Let's get done. Bye.
All right, bye, George. I love you. Brap asked, has CG ever seen his cream pie? Sorry, Brap. I was looking at him by the time I saw it, so apologize. But I got one in for you. There you go. All right. Now let's see. Let's get back to these videos here. I do have a kind of a silly, quick video here. It kind of relates to Christmas movies and football. It's a little bit older. I have had it in my banked to play for a while. I just never got around to playing it. Where is this video at? All right, so there's this college football team. It's Arkansas. They, during a halftime, several weeks back, I don't know what was going on, but for some reason, now at halftime during a football game, you go sit down, you eat some orange slices or orange wedges. You get yelled at by your coach for not doing, if you're missed an assignment, they'll do adjustments. Sometimes they give you a big rah-rah speech if you're in a close game and you need to come back. Now, one thing I can tell you never happened. We certainly never had a TV in there and on in the locker room. And we certainly wouldn't have had this on. The Polar Express was on during the halftime, and it's very quick, so you can see. It zooms in. You can kind of actually see the movie in the background. Yeah, these guys, so there's with the kids dancing or whatever. But instead of talking football, talking about the adjustments they should be making, all those kind of things that happened during the locker room, they were also down, by the way. They were losing 27-3 at halftime when that went on. The coaches addressed it and claimed they didn't even know there was a TV in there. And then they eventually said, well, I've addressed it with the young man already. He made a mistake, came in and was sorry for it. One of the dumbest things I've ever seen anybody do in a football situation. I mean, what the fuck? It's supposed to be tough and all getting ready to beat ass and go kick some, knock somebody and kick someone's ass in the dirt. And then you have a bunch of doo-doo heads watching fucking Polar Express. What are they eating, candy canes instead of fucking orange wedges? Fucking dorks. So there you go. Let's see, what else do I have here? What was the other video I had that related to that? I can't remember what I did with it. Oh, that's right. this video. Where is it at? Uh-oh. Did I lose it? Oh no. What happened to it? Oh no. Where's my video? Ah, man. Hold on. I gotta download this video real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Do. Where did that video go? I lost it. Oh wait, here it is. Let me go get this downloaded real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Download. Okay. I don't know how that didn't download. I know I downloaded this. That's really weird. Okay. All right. So, by the way, I should have warned you while I was pulling this video. I should have given you the little disclaimer. I mentioned before the break I have a video to play so that you don't want your kids in the room for. Consider the time of year. We were just talking about the Polar Express, Christmas vacation. So like you could understand why I would recommend maybe having the kids leave the room for this next segment or this next video. All right, so you're grabbing your kid, or you're kicking the kid in the ass. So get out of the room, little Todd. Go on, Todd. Go to bed, Todd. Mommy and Daddy are watching something, Todd. All right, little Todd. All right, so hopefully the kids are out of the room. This is one of the worst people I've ever seen on the planet. Just an absolute fucking scumbag. This guy, well, just watch the video and it'll tell you all about it, actually. So here you go.
Man dressed up as the Grinch and terrorized children at an elementary school by telling them Santa Claus isn't real. The self-proclaimed street preacher declared his holiday mission this year is to shame Santa. Parents were furious at his demonstration, with one snatching the sign and throwing it to the ground in anger. The school's principal said the man had frightened students with his sign, disrupting the morning drop-off. Grisham has been a serial nuisance around his hometown since retiring, but police were unable to stop him because he was on a public sidewalk.
What a Grinch. What a fucking awful fucking human being doing it outside of an elementary school. These poor kids, I would absolutely lose my mind if you might get an old dumb incident if when my kids were that young, if some asshole came and tried to ruin Christmas for them like that, I would lose my mind. I would have fucking killed the guy. I would have taken that sign and probably threatened to shove it right up his ass. to be quite honest with you, you could call it whatever you want, but I feel like that's something that might have set me off and enraged me beyond belief if I saw that. So fuck that guy. And it sucks they can't do anything about it. And he's just such a scumbag. And I'm on public property. You can't do anything about it. And he's just one of these people who just rabble rouses and just does nothing but try to cause problems. This is somebody who's just going to get their ass kicked one of these days. There's going to be he's going to fuck with the wrong bull, and somebody's going to come along and they're just going to end up beating his ass. And that's, I swear to God, somebody like that wants that to happen. They want to end up being the victim. They're doing something that is pissing, they're being intentionally nasty. And then when people try to fight back, they act like what did I do wrong? I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just telling the truth over here. Meanwhile, the person that tried to knock their teeth out is going to get in a lot of trouble. So we're living in a fucked up world with a bunch of fucked up people. And just think about that too, how kids are scared of the Grinch. And I got to be honest with you too, I see these videos where people are scaring their kids with the Grinch, like they have the Grinch comes in and steals their Christmas tree or some of the Christmas decorations or something like that. I actually I hate that. It's so mean to these poor little kids. They think that Grinch is real and is really trying to take their stuff. I don't think that's funny at all. I think that's horrible. I don't know. Maybe I'm one of those guys that maybe I'm just a big puss. I don't know. Fathom is saying they finally got here. Welcome, Fathom. Good to have you here. Appreciate you. Now, Nathan is asking where Mikey is. Mikey is on call tonight for his generator job, and apparently there's a major power outage in Western New York where he lives, and outside of Rochester. And so he has to go fix some guy's generator tonight. So poor Mikey worked all day, came on and did the podcast with us for a while, or the show, or whatever the fuck we call it, and then had to go into work. Poor dude, that sucks. So feel bad for my dude that he had to do that, because I know he'd be much rather be here hanging out with us. So, but Nathan, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Good to see you in there. Let's see here. Kyle said that would be 100% worth going to prison for, beating up that Grinch guy. Let's see here. Kyle said, goes on to say, he said, my babies and the Santa thing is so much fun when they're young. Love doing the elf thing. Yeah, oh God. I got to start doing the elf. I got to get the elf out. Oh, you know what? I just realized I never updated my, I got my little thing that we got over here. Oh, I got to fix this. Hold on, guys. Let me do this here real quick. I got to switch it over to the 5th here. Here we go. Let me move it over here. Chug. All right, so we're on the 5th now. We're on the right date on the Christmas thing. On the, what is that, an Advent truck calendar thing? That's what they call that. There you go. So we're on the right day now. Somebody's got to point that out to me if I don't do it. All right, let's see. Becky says, I know someone that told their kids Santa only brings a few things and mom and dad gives the rest of the gifts. I've heard people say that too before. I don't think that's horrible, because then you make it special, like the one really cool gift that might be really expensive or whatever. Then you say that's from Santa, and then like all the socks and other shit that you might give your kids, shirts or hoodies or whatever. You just say that's from you, because Santa's not up there making hoodies, is he? He's making toy trains and stuff, and Nintendos, and PlayStation 5s. Secret ADS reminded me, I never put the garland on the ring light either. Yeah, you know what? Because I realized I'm out of plugs over there. So I can't get the lighted garland on it, and the only garland I have is it's already wrapped with the lights, so it'll look stupid with the wrap with no plug, with no lights plugged in. It'll look really dumb. So we saw what would be a nightmare for a parent and potentially a kid outside of a school. Now we're going to go to what my nightmare is. I talked about how I was tossing and turning all night last night because, and B1, yes, I will move the snowflake one. I got to move that over too. My earphones, B1, for you guys she's in the chat. She just said, make sure I switch over. There's a second advent calendar there. It's kind of hidden. You can't really see it. Oh, yeah, you can see it right there, right above the Christmas tree sign. There's a little truck back there with another advent calendar. So I will switch that. Thank you, B1. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate it. So let's see. What was I saying? Oh, back to nightmares. I was saying last night how I was having dreams about Brap Attack and everything that happened in the members only last night. I was tossing and turning, and it was going through my mind, and I was literally seeing chat and emojis and stuff while in my sleep. It was very, very weird. So I just had a really shitty sleep. So I wouldn't call them nightmares though. They were just really weird dreams. And but I've told you in the past that I do have nightmares, bad nightmares, when it comes to sharks. And it's kind of funny to see this video because it combines my biggest fear, and we just saw B1 in the chat there. It combines my biggest fear and her biggest fear. Other than heights, her second biggest fear, other than heights, is water slide. She's scared to death of water slide. She's afraid that she has dreams about being stuck in a water slide, or nightmares about it. So this next video actually literally combines my nightmare and her nightmare all into one. Check this out.
This water slide in the Bahamas ends in a shark tank. Finally, our turn.
All right, so here we go. We're going down the slide. Gets dark, which is B1 freaks later. Out right there. B1 can't. So then here, let's just look at where you end up. Are you kidding me? This is insane. I would be
That one is huge.
so scared. They're enclosed in like a reverse aquarium where the sharks are on the outside looking in at them. And you're stuck there. You're stuck there until the next person pushes you through. So you just gotta sit. Oh, this is giving me the fucking heebie-jeebies just watching this. Oh, this is so awful.
Finally reached the end.
Thank God. Ugh. Man, that's making me so uncomfortable. I'm getting goosebumps. All the hair standing up on my arm. That would make me so uncomfortable. Being stuck inside that fucking thing. Fuck that. That is not for me. I just saw a woman was killed in the Bahamas by a shark. There's been 3 deaths, I believe, in the last 6 months. As far as that goes, there was some footage of that. I didn't pull it because, well, it's all blurred out, and it's just a lady who got her leg and her hip all eaten off, unfortunately, sadly. But I do have this other video here. It's kind of similar to the one we just saw with these thrill seekers. Now, you guys tell me if you think this is real or not. Because when I first saw it, I buy videos that I see online, hook, line, and sinker. I just see them and take them for face value and just assume they're real and don't even really think about it until usually right before I get to play a video. I'll say to myself, oh, wait, maybe this is fake. So you guys tell me if you think this is fake, but I got to be honest with you, I don't think it is. Maybe it is. But if this is a real thing that people did, these are some of the dumber people I've ever seen in my entire life. So you see we're on a boat. We've got some sort of inflatable water slide that they have leaning out over the... I got to mute it because they're playing the Jaws music. And you see the girl jump into the water, and there are sharks in the water. It's insane. Now, I'm just going to take this at face value that this is real because it actually looks pretty real to me. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to rewind it, and I want to watch frame by frame as she goes down the slide because I think that'll give us a little bit more of a realistic idea of whether or not this is actually a legit video. So far, it looks pretty real to me. I don't know how that girl didn't get eaten. But all right, so let's watch her go down the slide again and see how legit it looks as she goes down the slide. Okay. Now, here's what make me think it's not real. That slide doesn't really budge, does it? It's not really... Is it bouncing there? Okay, there is a little bit of bounce to it. So maybe it's just very, very rigid. Because it looks like there is a small amount of bounce when she flies off of it. So I don't know. I'm going to say real. I'm going to say real. What do you guys think? You think this is real? You think this is fake? And Disaster says, who the hell wants to be underwater with sharks? Have they not seen Jaws 2? Exactly, Disaster. That is a fantastic... That's one of the most important... One of the smartest things you've ever said, Diz. I've seen that movie. I've been underwater. I've seen what happens. Eventually, there's going to be a big shark that comes along, is going to smash into the window, crack it, and everybody's going to die and get eaten by the big shark. That's obviously what was going to happen next in that scene, in that situation. All right. I got a few more videos here. There's some pretty silly ones, actually. Some pretty silly ones, and then one that's really just going to piss off women and men. Probably the second one will piss men off a little bit more. But here, these first two are pretty funny, and then the other two will piss off men and women. So you guys all remember John Kerry. He was, I believe he was the Secretary of State, I think underneath Obama, if I'm not, or no, was that Hillary? I can't remember what he was. Was he Secretary of Defense? I don't remember. Anyway, John Kerry ran for president. He has some of the most infamous, worst plastic surgery in the history of the world. He was speaking at an event, and this goes very quickly, so you got to pay attention. Listen real close. I'm going to actually boost the audio here. Here you go. Here is John Kerry speaking at some summit or some shit. I don't know. Who cares where it's at? It's about what happens.
Because I do not understand how adults who are in position of responsibility can be avoiding responsibility for taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And the reality is that the climate crisis.
I don't know what's better. His stumble after it happens, after he realizes everybody heard that fart, or this girl's little look that she gives right after it happens. I love that they cut away. They cut away from him and to her.
Taking away those things that are killing people on a daily basis. And
right after the fart. Right after the fart. It's like they know that there's gonna be a reaction to it. So
on a daily basis. And the reality is that
and then she goes, am I reacting to the poignant thing he just said, or am I reacting to the fart that is now wafting up my nose, and I'm actually just kind of covering one of my nostrils because that fart actually really fucking stinks. One more time, John Kerry.
People on a daily basis. And the reality is that the climate crisis.
You even see her look down. She's looking down at it right now. She's like, there's a fart that's about to waft up over there. I'm just going to smell a stank-ass fart here in just a minute. She's just sitting there dreading it. And she's like, that wasn't silent, but it's definitely going to be deadly. All right, here. Let's see here. Crooked Orchid says, another dumb show trip. Oh, are you saying we should go on another dumb trip? With another dumb show. We'll go on another dumb trip. I think that sounds fantastic to me. I think we should put together some sort of trip. That'd be cool. Okay, let me see here. I got a couple other videos before we wrap things up here tonight. Oh, that's right. I got this other video. It kind of relates to that last one. This one's actually pretty good too. So there's this hockey player. I don't know what his name. Alexander Russian. Andrei Vasilevsky. He's a goalie for, looks like, the Tampa Bay Lightning. He was being interviewed after his game last night, and this happened.
What's gone through your mind in the last 48 hours from the end of the game on Saturday to the start of this one?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't great feeling last game, but what was the question?
That was great. I actually didn't even watch that one yet. That's fun. One more time. Hold on. You can hear. So in case you didn't hear it, listen close. Hold on. I went too far.
Last game, but
that's great. Ooh, that's a wet one too. That's a wet blapper right there, baby. That's a quality wet blapper for sure. It wasn't even him, by the way. I believe it was one of his teammates who dealt said fart. I'm not sure if Andre smelt it, but one of his teammates dealt it. I believe he also claimed it, and that's how we know it was a teammate and not this guy himself. So, very funny. I love a good fart video. Let's see here. Oh, speaking of toilet stuff, this person is insane. I had this video. I had this like for about a week now. Actually, B1 sent this to me. I got to tell you what, if I would be so conflicted in this situation, if I dropped this into a porta potty, what would I do? What would I do? Can I reach into the porta potty like this? Oh, I don't know why the audio is all fucked up, but there you go. So you could see she's reaching in. No. Oh, she's dry heaving. I have no idea why the audio does this on some of these videos. Ah, she got it. Oh God, that's so gross. Can you imagine? You know what? After watching that, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could reach in even. I think I would just call that phone a wash, even if. And I'm pretty sure I got insurance on this thing. So yeah. Oh God, that was. I think I would just leave it at that point. I'd be done. That'd be the end of that phone for me. Let's see here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. There are 2 more videos I'm going to play before we wrap things up here. This is going to piss off all the ladies in the chat and all the ladies who are watching. You guys hate mansplaining more than anything, right? Well, I think there's actually one thing you hate more than mansplaining, and that is manspreading. Check out what this dude's doing on an airplane. God damn it, these sucking songs. Here, it's real quick. All right, so there's her legs. And then she's showing the aisle there. And then she's got this douchebag. Look how the fucking guy is sitting. What kind of fucking douche sits like that? I got to be honest with you guys. I think the whole man-spreading thing from women is very much overdone. Get over it. Men actually need to spread their legs because we have these 2-3 things hanging down between our legs, 2 balls and a nut and a frank, 2 frank, 1 frank and 2 balls. Jeez Louise, I don't know my own anatomy. We got them down there. They take up space. You can't squeeze them together. And if you try to move them to where like you put your legs together and move it up above that, no, then you're yanking on your taint. You're gonna tear your taint. You can't walk around with a torn taint. That's the worst. So, but this dude, he's taking it to new levels. I mean, get the leg out of the aisle. You got to put the knees right on the insides of the armrests on the back of the chair, that little small groove right there. That's it. That's where it goes. That's the manspreading. That's the limit for it. Because you're overdoing it. You're making men look bad here, douche. All right? Because like I said, men got a man spread, but not that much. Another airplane video for you guys. And again, I'm just doing a video dump here, guys, because I've had so many videos that I wanted to just get rid of. Not get rid of, but show you guys because I've had them sitting here for so long. And I wanted to play them. Where is the other one I wanted to show you from the plane? Oh, here we go. Now, you thought that man spreading was bad. Can you imagine? And one of the worst things on a plane is the exit, right? When you land and you got to get off and you have the people who get up and start walking towards the front like douches. If you do this, why do you do this? I guess I won't call you an asshole, but I don't understand it. It's just kind of like everything's done alphanumerically. The numbers on the chairs and the seats and everything, it tells you literally the order you're supposed to go in. You just do it in that order. There's no reason to get up and go stand in the aisle. It doesn't make any sense to me. Even if you're getting a connecting flight, you just gum up the works. Doesn't make any sense. But then you got this guy who takes it to absolutely new levels of assholery once it's time to land. Watch this. This guy's trying to put his AirPods away.
What are you doing, man?
This asshole steps over him.
Oh, you'll touch me.
Touch me, mother.
Shut your mouth.
Watch your f***ing mouth. Get your f***ing child.
Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna jump over the
Yeah, I'm waiting right here. I don't do what the f*** you tell me to do. Who the f*** is you? Yeah, all right. Fuck that f***ing child. I ain't the f***ing child.
No, you're not a child. You're
I tried my
fucking asshole. You stepped on me. Lucky I didn't grab you by your fucking nuts and throw you on the fucking ground. You fucking prick. I gotta give that guy in the orange shirt credit. I gotta give him credit for being restrained. That's borderline fight. I mean, I feel like when that person did that to me, I would have grabbed their back leg as they went over and just picked them straight up. I would just say, oh, you need help getting over? Boom, just sent them flying. Getting arrested and kicked off the plane and all that stuff, probably. But it would just be my first natural instinct. I mean, and you can even see the guy, he kind of gives him a little elbow on the way by. That gives him a little rub here. And I don't blame him.
I'll let you go. But don't ever there's space there. What are you doing, man?
Touch me again and see cat.
Oh, you'll touch me.
Touch me, mother.
That's what I'm saying. Well, this is a perfect. This is example of the fucking world we live in. I don't understand it. That guy did something. He's an asshole. He did something wrong. He physically touched another person. Then that person pushes back a little bit, and then the person says, "Don't you touch me? Don't you touch me? You just touched me. The fuck? Why are you special and get to touch me, but I can't touch you back? Go fuck yourself." Fucking nuts, man. I got to give that guy credit, man. I would have absolutely lost my fucking mind doing that. Let's see here. Irish Ronnie says fake. I don't know if you're talking about the shark video, if he thinks that was fake. I'm not 100% sure. Or if he's talking about the video digging in for the phone. I'm not 100% sure. All right. Irish Ronnie says, magnet on a string, problem solved. And then Becky says, who keeps a magnet on a string in their pocket, Irish? That's a pretty good point, actually. All right. Drew S says, yeah, big props to that guy in the orange shirt in the plane video. As soon as that leg came over my lap, it would be on. I agree. Aerosmith, though, says it's pretty simple. If he asked him to move and he didn't, I'd ride my nuts on his lap to get over him. If he didn't ask, then he's in the wrong. Ooh, I got to be honest with you. Disaster says he did that because he was black and he didn't think the white guy would say something. Possible. That's possible. I'm not a black guy, so I don't know how black guys think. Becky says, oh, you know it, Drew. I would be heated. I guess this is why I've never flown. So there you go. Airy Sweet says that shark video could be done with Niagara and Unreal Engine, but he does think that video is real. So Irish Ronnie said he thought the man spreading video was fake. Maybe. It could be. I hope it's fake. I hope it's not some douchebag sitting like that. He's a fucking tool. He's making dudes look bad, man. I don't like that. All right, I got what? Actually, I got a couple more here, guys. There's a couple crazy things that happened today. Let's see here. What was the other video I was just getting ready to play? Oh, it happened again. Speaking of cell phones, it happened again. There was Florence Pugh, who I think is pretty cute. The girl who was in Oppenheimer. She was on stage for, I don't know what movie it is. I do know, but it's slipping my mind. Anyway, they were doing the premiere for it, and I don't know, at Cannes or one of these places where they do a big standing ovation for a movie after a premiere, and this happened. Did you see that? What kind of stupid dumb fuck would do this? Ooh, damn, she takes that hard in the face. I can't tell what it is. What is that? I can't tell what hits her, but here we go. We have another instance of some idiot throwing something at a celebrity on stage. I just don't get it. I don't understand why people are doing this. These poor people are up here. She can't even protect herself, even if she did see it coming. She couldn't even get her hand up to block it. She barely gets her eye closed. She's lucky she didn't lose her eye. My God. That poor girl. Jesus Christ. Boy, I know I'm laughing a little bit at it, but nah, that's just got to stop. They got to fucking, they need to make some sort of heavy punishment for assault for people doing that. It's just it's getting out of hand, and people are getting away with it, and it's happening too frequently. So, yeah, they got to do something for that. Crazy scene today in Arlington, Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C. Now, I was watching the news this morning, and I saw them tease this story, and like an idiot, I fucking turned off the news. There was reports of a standoff and a man with a flare gun, and they were going to cut to it when the police were going to go in. And I turned it off to go watch something else. And fucking right after that, apparently they came back, and this happened. And I'm going to tell you what, the police did go in. What you're going to see, there were injuries, non-life-threatening injuries to the police officers, and the person who had the flare gun that I mentioned ended up dead. So here is what happened. Isn't that nuts? So no idea what really caused it officially. There was, like I said, there were reports. Like I said, there were reports that the man who was holed up inside that house during this police standoff had a flare gun, and he started firing it at the police when they came in. And I don't know what caused the explosion, if there was a gas leak or if he had already turned the gas on and was trying to do suicide by cop. But I'm so frustrated. I'm so mad at myself that I turned off the news. I could have seen that shit live, and I turned it off. So there you go, guys. There's my FOMO in action. I missed out. But you guys didn't. You guys got to watch it here on another Dumb Show tonight. All right. I think that's going to wrap things up for us tonight. I hope you guys had a wonderful evening this rest of the night. If you guys know the rules, by the way, if you've been enjoying some lavender, some wine, some beers, anything, whatever you guys have been imbibing with, don't go anywhere. Those are the rules. Make sure you stay home. Don't drive. Even if it's just lavender, don't drive. So we're going to wrap things up. Be back live tomorrow with the main show at 7 p.m. I had a nice, fun time tonight. It was nice. I had a good time interacting with you guys in the chat. So thank you guys all for having fun with me tonight. Big thumbs up, hopefully, from all of you. If you give a big like to this video, I would greatly appreciate it. And another thing I would greatly appreciate, I love when you guys comment on the videos. So if you're watching not live, it would be great if you threw a comment on something we were talking about today. If you have, you disagree with me about something, or you agree with me about it, or if you just have something in general, lay a comment down on tonight's video. And of course, one of the best ways to help support Another Dumb Show outside of joining and becoming a member and helping with your financial support, there is sharing the videos. Once these videos go live, if you guys want to share them or take a clip of it or something and go share it on your Instagram or your Twitter to get more, or Facebook or whatever, to help more people find out about Another Dumb Show. That's really one of the best ways. YouTube loves when we do that. YouTube loves when you guys do that. And that really helps our engagement here. So just want to say thank you to everybody. I think my microphone might be dying, so I think we got to wrap this bad boy up. Oh, no, I don't know what that weird click was. Anyway, all right. That's going to wrap things up. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Get into it. Hit the thumbs up for our brother. We'll be back live tomorrow at 7. I'm out of here. See ya.